not a psych issue. But AB, you're not looking like the smartest guy in the world. You're not looking like the smartest guy in the world, brother. And I really hope you slow down and get this in order. And if not, then people got room for you, boys. Like the Rodison. They got enough room for you down at the county jail, man. You know, you already got one strike because you're a newbie. They ain't got no problem knocking no brothers up, AB. Cut it out. Now, the next thing is, Phillip Rivers has moved to Florida, and people talking about where should he play next. He should play it directly. Phillip Rivers is out of here. He's finished. Finito. Cavaluccio. Chabogus. A bum. Phillip Rivers is not a good football player anymore. And why? The conversation last week is, does Eli Manning belong in the Hall of Fame? He was never considered this and this and that. If Eli Manning, which I'm a fan of, and I don't think he's a Hall of Famer, but that's another conversation, 773-797-2409. If you want to argue, I have no problem with that. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer, but he's going to make it in the Hall of Fame. I ain't got a vote, so it don't matter. But I am an Eli fan. But if Eli Manning goes in the Hall of Fame, if Eli Manning is not a Hall of Fame, what most people are saying, how the hell is Phillip Rivers a Hall of Fame? If Phillip Rivers is a Hall of Famer, then you better march. He better go in. The Hall of Fame class with is the Hall of Fame class that lets Phillip Rivers in the Hall of Fame. Donovan McNabb better be standing next to him, because Phillip Rivers. If you give Donovan McNabb, my man LT, LaDainian Tomlinson, Jackson, the wide receiver, and Gates, I guarantee you he'd have won the Super Bowl. Phillip Rivers is a overrated root. He hits wide open linebackers and wide open defenders on a weekly basis. I've been telling y'all this for years and years, that the boy is Groundhog Day. The same thing happens every Sunday, 16 Sundays a year, and if he make the playoffs, it's 17. He's bummerific, and y'all keep telling me that this boy is good. Help me understand how he good. Now he got Williams out there, he got Smith out there, he got Gordon out there, and then they brought Gates back, and he's still hitting wide open defenders. I'm not trying to hear that BS. Yeah, Eli, Tiffany Sports Hell said Eli Hall of Fame. No way. He's gonna be in the Hall of Fame because he's in elite. He's in rarefied air. 2 Super Bowl MVPs in the city of New York, in the state of New York, for a cornerstone franchise, and he's top 10 in all these statistical categories. On paper, you can make the argument for Eli being in the Hall of Fame, because it's a bunch of Rudies in there now. This is why I hate Hall of Fame conversation, because the standards of colonizers seems to be shin high, while the legitimate Hall of Fame caliber African American players are ignored. He will get in the Hall of Fame because of his family name. No, what he'll get in the Hall of Fame is because of his accomplishments, not because of his play. And that's what I don't like. We got people getting in for accomplishments, not play. Shannon Sharp consistently says, if I collect cans for 20 years, I have a bunch of cans at the end of the 20-year period. Don't mean I'm going to have something worth something. And that's what that's why I be telling people, well, he led the league in this. He caught this many that's. That don't mean a damn thing. You know why Michael Irvin in the Hall of Fame? Because every time it was 3rd and 7 and they threw it to him, it was 1st and 10. You know why Troy Aikman was in the Hall of Fame? Because Troy Aikman used to look real pedestrian throughout the season. And in the playoffs, he stepped his game up, completing about 62% of his passes. And in the playoffs, he completed 70% of his passes and got down. You know why Emmitt Smith did it? Because Emmitt Smith kicked ass. But Emmitt Smith was one of the people that is clear why he's Hall of Fame. But it's a bunch of people that step up when it counts. Fuck all them stats, man. I threw the ball all over the yard. No disrespect, I'm a Dak Prescott fan, but Dak Prescott is one of the reasons that why Tiffany is upset, because it's stats. I like Dak, but Dak was coming from behind 50-0 every game and then get real close and lose. But he got the stats. Fuck that. I ain't trying to hear that shit. I'm with Tiffany. I ain't trying to hear no damn stats get you in the Hall of Fame unless you got some big time moments to come along with it. This is why I don't like guys like Carson Palmer. This is why I don't like Karl Malone. This is why I don't like Brett Favre. Because every time I saw Brett Favre, well, most times I saw, all but one night, I saw Brett Favre in the big game. His ass was hitting wide open linebackers. This dude has had playoff games where he's hit 6 defenders in one game. Brett, did you forget that the gold on the Rams is not the gold on the Packers? Y'all don't really wear gold jerseys or something? It's green and gold versus blue and gold. I ain't trying to hear that stat shit. Like I said, if y'all gonna put Phillip Rivers' ass in the Hall of Fame, you better put Donovan McNabb in. You better go get Jim Plunkett before he died. Goddamn Randall Cunningham, my main man Steve McNair. All of them better go in. Because this motherfucker, Phillip Rivers, has been looked at. He has not. I want to hear this bullshit about, well, he played in the league with Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. Ben Roethlisberger scrub ass made. And that's another motherfucker that's another dude who has yet to step up in the big time moments in the playoffs. He hit wide open defenders too. So he gonna get in the Hall of Fame. Look, I agree with Deion Sanders. If you in the Hall of Fame, it's because you made a difference on the field on a regular basis. I don't want to hear about no 1 and 2 playoff runs. I want you to be able to do more with less. Brett Favre, like they always, like they want to talk about Jameis Winston, like me and Big Illinois was talking at the top of the show. Jameis Winston threw all these picks. Brett Favre is the all-time leader in interceptions. And then, yeah, he beat Dan Marino's record, but Dan Marino is not in the top 10 in interceptions. See the difference? See the difference? Phillip Rivers, you can go Dan Fouts in the Hall of Fame. Why can't Phillip Rivers be? Dan Fouts lost in a game to the Raiders. It was a shootout. Dan Fouts lost to the Cincinnati Bengals in 1981. It was 38 below zero that game with a 50 below zero wind chill. They was out there playing with towels and shit on their face. That's how he lost. So it wasn't that Dan didn't show up. Dan was kicking ass. Dan played in one of the hottest games, and Keller Winslow down there fainted on the field, shooting out with David Woodley and the Miami Dolphins. Where are those moments with Phillip Rivers at? I just keep seeing Phillip Rivers hit wide open defenders. That's all I'm saying. Look, Chief Rocker said, Tiffany, I don't like him, but he has 2 Super Bowl MVPs. That's why he'll make it. Yeah, he'll make it because of accomplishments or milestones, not because of talent. Chief, Michael Strahan won that Super Bowl for Eli. Oh, they talk to each other. But like I said, man, I ain't trying to hit this shit, please. Rudy's making the damn Hall of Fame. It's too many poo butts making it, man. I'm just sorry. Y'all they can say what they want to say. They can do what they want to do. At the end of the day, this is what time it is. If you do not impact the game, if you do not change the game, if you are not a trendsetter, you need to be in the Hall of dude straight. If they get they get them a black jacket or something instead of a gold jacket. Maybe they can get like a gray jacket. Dude straight like a motherfucker. That's the Hall of Fame they could be in. Dude was straight like a motherfucker. Put them in there. Because when I say Hall of Fame quarterback, I think of Roger Staubach. I think of Tom Brady. I think of Peyton Manning. I think of Warren Moon. These dudes, they were at the top of the field. It was, who the fuck is average in the Hall of Fame? How the fuck were you never considered the best motherfucker ever or the best motherfucker of your era and you in the Hall of Fame? You want to put somebody in the Hall of Fame? Put Drew Pearson ass in the Hall of Fame. Make the 70s all-decade team with his motherfucking ass at the crib. Man, what the hell, man? But just like they gave the MVP to Flacco, and he didn't say, man, I disagree with that. Dude balled out that game. That's the only time Joe Flacco ass actually played good football, Tiffany, in the playoffs. But you're a Raven fan. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody's entitled. All of them stink. including mine. My opinion don't mean nothing. I ain't, it's just my opinion. But just because you won championships and all that old bullshit, if you look, Snake Stabler. You know who else don't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame? Since we keeping it funky, Terry Bradshaw bust ass. Terry Bradshaw bust ass don't need to be in the Hall of Fame. Because he in the Hall of Fame because he got 4 Super Bowls. Now the last 2 he did very well in, but the first 2 in the beginning of his career he was a scrub. But he in the Hall of Fame. So since we keep it all the way real, his bust ass don't need to be in. But he in because he got 4 Super Bowls. But you telling me when you talk about the best quarterbacks in the world, you say, Joe Montana, John Elway, Warren Moon, Terry Bradshaw. Hell no. Hell no. You don't. If you make a list of the best quarterbacks you ever seen, you are going to name so many people before you get to Terry Bradshaw, but he got 4 Super Bowls. He was just in the right place at the right time. I ain't tripping though. It is what it is. Because we just gonna look at stats. O.J. Anderson, that motherfucker got 10,000 yards. Why he in the Hall of Fame? Because he ain't never been considered one of the best players in the league. If you ain't one of the best players in the league consistently, O.J. Simpson, Walter Payton, Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith, Eric Dickerson, you should be in the Hall of Fame. That's right, D. Great. Drew Pearson should be in the Hall of Fame. And if it wasn't for a car accident, his numbers almost double Lynn Swann's number. But Lynn Swann got 4 Super Bowls, so he's in the Hall of Fame. No, Lynn Swann is not a Hall of Fame. He got a whole bunch of flashy catches and shit, but he's not a Hall of Fame. Fight me if you like. Argue with me if you like. John Stallworth, Hall of Fame. If you agree, disagree, just want to participate in the show, 773-797-2409. But this is not the Hall of Good to the motherfucker. This ain't the Hall of Dude's nice. This is the Hall of Fame. These are the greatest players we've ever seen. And when you say greatest quarterbacks, do yourself a favor. Write down the top 15 quarterbacks in the history of the game. You will not say Terry Bradshaw. You're not gonna say that. If you say, you know what? Don't even say of all time. Top 10 quarterbacks of the 70s. You're not saying Terry. He's not. You might. Burt Jones was better than him, man. Snake Stabler was better than him. Greasy was better than him. Lynn Dawson was better than him. Even though it's the end of his career, Johnny Unitas was better than him. So yeah, I'm not trying to hear that shit with Terry Bradshaw. At the end of his career, I can't front. The man won the league MVP. Man won 2 Super Bowl MVPs. But that's why his ass in the Hall of Fame. Not because of what he did. Because ain't nobody. I remember when Thomas Hollywood Henderson said Terry Bradshaw so stupid he couldn't spell cat if he spotted the C and the T. He didn't say that because he didn't like him. He said that because Terry Bradshaw was an average quarterback. But he just happened to win 4 Super Bowls. So I ain't really trying to hear that. You can disagree. Ain't nothing wrong with disagreeing. It don't cost you shit. But I'm not trying to hear that shit. Not me. Not the kid. Y'all can go for it. The banana in the tailpipe is missing my ass. So I'm not going, man. I'm not going. Y'all can go along with that bullshit if y'all want to, but it ain't you. You go get some Pittsburgh Steelers fans, and you ain't gonna find one of their ass to say, "Shit, Terry Bradshaw was cold." Nope, he won 4 Super Bowls. That's all he said. So that's Tiffany. That's why Eli will get in, not because he Warren Moon, not because he Dan Fouts, not because he John Elway, not because he Joe Montana, not because he Roger Staubach, not because he Johnny Unitas, because he won a couple Super Bowls. If that's the case, why my man Ricky Waters ain't in the Hall of Fame? Why my man Roger Craig ain't in the Hall of Fame? Huh? Because they putting poo butts in. They putting straight Rudies in there. I got a list of guys. I don't even have them in my head, but I can name a list of dudes who in the Hall of Fame, and I'm like, what the fuck? How did that motherfucker get in? Did he get some tickets? Because his ass, a lot of them motherfuckers, they shouldn't be in yet, but they got to put in so many lines. They can't put in all receivers. They can't put in all this. They can't do all that. Look, If we put the best players in, put the best damn players in. Otherwise,